Hey Benjamin, you had said you were looking at problem number 19 on section 4.3. I think this is the problem you were talking about. And one thing I want to share with you is anytime that you have this little symbol right here, these mean challenge problems, which means there's not going to be one like that on the test per se. So I would not worry myself too much about these kind of problems. However, I do want to show you that we know that the volume of a cylinder is the area of the base, which is a circle, which is pi r squared, times the length. So the volume of a cylinder is actually pi r squared times the length. So once we find the volume of that, which is what this question is trying to help us know right here. Sorry for the mess. Let me erase that and try to draw that a little better. It's saying what is the rule for the volume of any tube. It's literally going to be pi times the radius squared times the length. Now, once you find that, in order to find how many cement bags it's going to take, every cement bag is going to be, you're going to take the volume and you're going to divide that by 2/3. Okay? So what has to happen here is you're going to take your volume and you're going to find that, and then you're going to divide that volume, because that volume is going to go in for V right here. You're going to divide that by 2/3, and that's going to tell you how many bags that you're going to need for that particular volume. So if you've got, they want you to find it for 4 inches, for 5 inches, and then for 6 inches. And so what you're going to do here is you're simply going to say pi, let's start with 4 squared. We see that the length over here is 4, so the length is also 4, coincidentally here. And then you're going to divide that by 2/3. So with a calculator, you're simply just going to plug that in. If you've got a graphing calculator, you're going to hit pi. You're going to multiply that by 4 squared times 4, which that's going to be roughly like 201.06. I'm going to leave all that in there, but it's roughly that right there. And then you're going to divide that by, and please make sure you use parentheses here. You're going to divide by parentheses 2 divided by 3. Because every 2/3 of a foot, cubic foot, requires a bag of the cement. So when you divide that, you end up with something like 301.59, or you could say 0.6. I don't know that it said any specific way. Then you would repeat that process. It would be pi times 5 squared times the length divided by 2/3, and that would tell you what it would be for 5. So again, second, pi on your calculator times 5 squared times 4. Go ahead and press enter, and then divide by parentheses 2/3. And this time it's going to take 471.24 bags. And you can do that again for each one of them. So that's for if the radius of the tube is 4, and this is if the radius of the tube is 5. And you would then again do it for 6. Again, these are challenge problems, and they're meant to do exactly that, and that's to challenge your brain a little bit. But you won't be asked any problem this difficult on the test. So don't stress yourself when you see that circle C there. You can do them if you want, but don't stress out over those. Okay? Best of luck.